just finished my third and final lesson. He did incredible. I tried to send him out to get him to move, and he insisted on staying with me, which is great. It's what the whole objective is of, you know, sending him out, making him work when he leaves, and rewarding him when he's with me. So that was fantastic. I got a huge step there where he caught on to the fact that if he looked at me, gave me two eyes, paid attention to me, that it was far easier for him. He's incredibly smart. I'm thrilled with him. He did amazing at the desensitizing. I did not expect to get that far today, but I just kind of pushed the boundaries a little bit to see what he would do, and surprisingly he was really good at it. Got down as far as his hips with touching him with the stick, all down his neck. He's a little sensitive on the left side of his body around his neck because they had to refreeze band him this morning, and so I'm sure it's a little sensitive there, and so he was a little bit more touchy at that area, so we just kind of avoided it, went below the freeze band. He, in the beginning when I tried to touch him on the side of his neck and his shoulders and down his back, he was a lot more cautious of allowing me on his right side. We did a lot of work getting on the right side, and then of course he became a little more sensitive on the left side, so we had to pay a little more attention to the left side, and overall his progress was amazing. He let me touch him on the left side, no problem. The right side, no problem. He let me be on the left side of him where he could only see me with his left eye. He let me be on the right side of him where he could see me with his right eye. Tons of progress. He did. The leading was a cinch. He didn't have any. He had one little, misunderstanding where he went the other way, but I actually was able to hold on to the rope. And when he faced me, I just swung the rope over his neck, and he did incredible with that. I thought swinging the rope over his neck would cause a little bit more of a reaction, but he actually did really well. And we ended on the desensitizing. He did, like I said, he did great with that. I couldn't be more impressed with him on that. He's a pretty brave little guy. And he's got a few little boo-boos on his forehead from the trailer ride and loading into the chute, but for the most part, he looks healthy. I'm really impressed with his, his body condition, just coming off the holding facility. He looks amazing. predict he's going to be amazing. I'm so in love with him already, and I've only worked with him for barely 3 hours. So, you know, he's got a lot of heart. I can see that already. He's got a lot of try. I mean, he gives it his all, and he's really smart. He's, you know, trying to figure out the solution to the problem, which is pretty incredible because I don't see a lot of defensive characteristics in him. You know, no behavior where he's trying to strike at me or get me away from him. He's just scared, and he did try to leave me, but once he figured out that looking at me and paying attention to me was the easier option, it didn't take him very long to catch on to that. And then once he did stuck with him. I like that I can end a session and you know, give him a 20-minute break, come back 20 minutes later, and he picks up exactly where we left off. So that's pretty impressive as well.